Many people don't know how to buy the dip, and that is why I dedicated this video in showing you how to buy the dip so that you always maximize any dip that you see. So you have to pay attention, and this is not a guarantee for you to buy every dip in the market. You need to understand how to do it, and you need to understand when to do it. For example, you don't want to buy the dip during war or during conflict. You don't want to buy the dip at that point. You want to understand how the conflict or how the war is going before you're able to buy the dip. And you don't want to buy the dip during market crash, like during sell-off. You don't want to buy the dip. You want to pay attention, and you might want to buy the upward trend. That is the change of character. You might want to buy that, and that is why I'm dedicating this video, so that after you learn this, you not just be going around buying the dip. So you need to understand the fundamentals of the stock, that the stock is fundamentally sound. Now, when the stock is fundamentally sound, you know that what is pulling the stock back is actually news or is fear that is actually pulling the stock down. So when situation like that happen, like what we are seeing currently in the market, where the ripple effect of the banks, of the regulatory forbearance is actually affecting other companies, you want to take position in those companies that you know that they are fundamentally sound, so that at the end of the day, by the time the market recover, you'll be able to make good money. So that is why I actually want to do this video. And if you stick to the end, I'm going to show you step by step. I'm going to show you two methods that you can use to buy the dip and how to actually execute it. And that is what I want to show you in this video. Don't worry, it's going to be a short one, but if you can pick this lesson, it's going to be effective. I don't want you to be those traders who just assume the dip and just jump in. Of course, if you're not a technical person, you can still tell the areas that you can go in, because some prices are familiar with you. For example, stocks like Fidelity, you already know that Fidelity was 9 naira before. So if it goes back to 9 naira, you want to get it. And you already know that it got around 15. And so if you get to 15, you want to bounce on it. So these are areas that you're familiar with, because you don't know how to pull your charts. You don't know how to do this stuff that we do. But I want to encourage you, just in case you want to make money from it on your own, you have to learn it. I'm thinking of time to actually put a train the trainer, so that I can teach people what I do, how to do it, and how you self can also do what I'm doing, so that I will have Investor Joe, like 1,000 Investor Joe, and all of us will be making money in the market together. So that is my desire, and that is my hope, and that is what I expected us to achieve. So without talking much, like I said, I don't want the video to be too long, but before we move on, just ensure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ensure you hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Remember, our goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers. For this month, we want to do 1.5. We don't want to you understand? So we want to do 1.5, but if 2,000 comes, excellent, we'll welcome it. So we want to do 1.5, so that next month we will do 2,000. But if 2,000 happen this month, of course, next month we'll be looking at 5,000. Don't say it's too much. You understand? So that is what we want to do. So without further ado, let's continue. So this is what we want to do right now. The first strategy I want to show you is a common one. This strategy is, as you can see, when it comes to buying the dip, you must ensure that you are looking at long term. So if you're looking at long term, therefore want to use a higher time frame. So from your screen right now, I'm using Fidelity as an example on how to buy the dip. So the strategy we are using now is actually resistance and support. So you come to this part and you pick your tool. You want to pick the rectangle here. Once you pick the rectangle, you want to come to this down area and you want to mark it. So we are marking this area like this. So marking this area like this. So this to tell you that this area serve as what? As support. So if price dip to this point, we want to load our bag. And if you move a bit, maybe we want to sell or we hold. When it come down again, we want to buy. When it goes up again, we want to reduce. When it come down, we want to buy. So until this pattern is actually not important anymore. So we'll come to this part. So if we come to this part right here, you want to pay attention to what we are seeing right here in the market. So this area now serve as what? As support area. So that is how you identify support in any of these strategy that you want to do. So this is support. So from here, when you see it here, you want to quickly take position because you know as at this point it was resistant before, and now you come to this part, then we'll pick this resistant area here. We already know that resistant will always turn support. So once you pick this resistant level and you see it push down to this price, which is 18, then they pull back to this area, want to take advantage of it. So I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying, but it's actually simple. So don't take the simplicity that is not effective. That's how some people do. When you give them one stock and say this stock will make you a billionaire, and after you now show them the stock, they say, now this stock. I'm thinking, what do you expect to see? Do you expect to see a lion or you want to see a tiger? So after on, they will just ignore it. Then when you now reach out and say, did you buy this stock? They say, no, this stock did 10x. They say, really? That's when I say, give me another one again. Don't be like that. Don't be a doubting Thomas. Follow the right person, guys. So you've seen it here. And what happened here? It came to this place. It served as resistance. Then you draw your line. Now, when this price got to this part, that is 20.95, 20 naira 95. So opportunity, it dips to this place. So this is deep. You understand? I'm just trying to explain to you the kind of dip you should buy. So using support and resistance is one key strategy that you should prioritize in terms of buying the dip. Don't look at the price that is cheap, you buy. Look at no. Come to the chart, guys. Come to the chart. The easiest way to do it is this: just support and resistance. I also do a video, although it will not be here. It's for my premium members. I want to give 7 strategies you can use in doing buying and selling, because I notice a lot of people coming into the group, they just want to be a trader, guys. They just want to be making money every day. And guys, that is what I'm committed to give them. I want to arm them with tools that will give them that. I've been dropping a lot of alphas in the community. In fact, one stock actually did more than 10%. So imagine if you use $1 million naira, that's like 100,000 naira in less than a week. You understand? I don't want to mention the stock here. So that is how you do it. So now you know that area is resistant, then they push up. Now the current dip that we are seeing, if you've noticed, the dip is not too effective on the banks. You understand? So it's other stocks that are actually feeling the heat. So I'm just using this as an example, and I'm using the weekly time frame. So you can see now that it's gradually coming to this area. So in this situation now, if you now see Fidelity at 16, what do you want to do? You want to buy more. You understand? You want to buy more. So now there's a difference between buying the dip and averaging down. So buying the dip means it's your first time. For example, it's the first time I'm buying Fidelity. So I'm waiting to buy the dip. So I wait for it to hit 16 naira. Immediately hit 16 naira, I pull the trigger and load up on Fidelity. So now, if I bought Fidelity around this area, which is 21, then Fidelity now hits 16, then I bought more. So I put my buy order to buy more. What I'm doing is not buying the dip. I'm actually averaging down. But the key point I want to emphasize here is, even though if you are averaging down, ensure you are averaging down at these key areas. Ensure you are using the support to actually buy back. So you are using the support area. For example, you come to this place, you buy, that is averaging down. If you want to average down, you have to average down in tranches. You understand? For example, you want to invest 1.5 million, you have to divide it into 3. That's you being strategic. If you are not careful, if you don't have a written plan, do you know what you will do? You will find out that you are just buying, scattering everything. You buy 10 units here, 5 units here, you scatter. After you scatter everything, you now say, coach, come and help. I don't know what I will do. That's what you will be doing. But if you are strategic, like what I do on my one-on-one, I actually take my premium members, I take them on one-on-one, and I show them templates on how to design their portfolio. So I show them like 5 templates. And also when the market is green, I show them patterns of taking these things that is happening with the bank, those that have done one-on-one in the community, they were just saying, that was what you said, though. That was what you said, though, because a lot of people are just experiencing such a thing in the market. But see, we've seen a lot of them, and we actually know what we did. So this is just another opportunity in disguise. So a lot of people are saying, I wish this bank is this, I wish the price can drop, I wish I can see assets at 20. Assets is at 20 now, this is it. But you'll be afraid to buy. Why are you afraid? Because you don't know how far it will go. Because you can buy at this 20 now and you'll be surprised assets will get to 16. And you say, you now buy at 16 again, assets will get. But if you are strategic, you divide your 1.5 million into 3 tranches. Assets get to this point. If assets hit 16, you load your bag with 500,000. And if you get to this part, which is 1340, you load your bag. And if you come to this part again, which is 8 naira 10, you load your bag. In that way, you are not bothered, you are not disturbed, you are not perturbed, you are not exchanging your sleep for one stock or all that. If your money is in a stock and you cannot sleep, go and sell it and enjoy your sleep. You understand? Go and sell it and enjoy your sleep. There is a tribe that used to say proverb that money is in the mouth of lion. So if you want to make money, you need to have a strong heart, and you need to decide that it is either I win or I win. There is no two ways about it. So that is how you make money in the market. Money does not follow feeling. The market does not know feeling. The market does not hope. There is no hope in the market. There is no, so you can't say I buy so that I hope it will. It's not like that. You need to do your technical analysis, your fundamental analysis. After you are done with everything, you now use grace to crown everything. But you can't just relax and buy anything you want, then you now bring grace to crown it. No, you need system. If it can work, but if it work once, can you repeat it? That is it. So you want to get a structure and system so that you can repeat it. So we are using support and resistance. So just so the second strategy that we use is actually the moving average. So the moving average is this. I come to settings, I change it to 15-day moving average, then I close it. So what I want to do is I want to average down anytime it's touching or is close to this 15-day moving average. That's another way to average down. And I think maybe this one is actually simple and it's easier for you to follow. And one of the other support area is let's change the 200-day moving average. Let's change the color to white so that we'll be able to see what is happening. Let's come to style. These. Okay, this is the color. We'll change it to white. Or let's change it to. Okay, let's change it to this color here. Okay, so you see the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. So this is the 200, this is the 50. So you want to always buy anytime it's touching the 50. You don't want it to break the 50. If you break the 50, you are observant. And the main important one is the 200. You don't want it to break the 200. If you break the 200, guys, you don't want it to happen at all. Let us not just assume. Because if you break the 200, officially, we are in the bearish market. So that is why I said, let us not go there. So this is another opportunity to average down, you can see. And now we are getting a confluence in the sense that it's actually hitting the 50-day moving average and it's also touching the support region. So that gives you what? Double confirmation. So this double confirmation tells that, guy, you are supposed to average down here for those who bought high. Those who are coming new, you are supposed to take advantage of this pullback here, this market dip, you buy here. So that is the strategy you want to do. So let's move ahead. So you see the moving average is far approaching this area. So if you see now for Fidelity, this core area is actually one area to average down or to go in. You understand? For what? For a 20-30% gain. So that is how you actually do your averaging down, or that is how you buy the dip. So these are core strategy. There are a lot of strategy, but I don't want to bore you because a lot of new people are watching my YouTube video. So I want to ensure I give them the simple things so that they will not complicate things, and even they themselves, they will get confused. Do you know there are people that will draw charts and they themselves, when they look at the chart, they will like, oh boy, what is in this place? What am I drawing? You understand? So with this, Very easy. You see how we are following the 50-day moving average and why the other one is there. So some few confirmation you want to add is also to look at volume. So you can see that this volume is high. So one thing I like about this dip is the fact that they are buyers. So imagine they are not buyers. So the people who are buying, why are they buying? So let us not go there much. Let's just look at this. Like I said, you want to come here and watch. So let's go to the daily chart. On a norm, you, because of a long time, you use the weekly chart to look at it. Because if you come to the daily chart now, you'll be seeing different things. So what we did the first time was just for long term. So that is why we use 1 week time frame. So look at the 50-day moving average here. So if you look at it here, you see what is happening here. So when it's happened, like when 50-day cross 200, we call it golden cross. So golden cross is another strategy of entry. You understand? Another strategy of entry. So we'll come to this part, and if the 50-day is crossing around this area here, if it's coming down, we'll call it dead cross. You want to easily sell your position so that you'll be very, very safe just in case the market want to dip. So that is why I quickly show you the long-term chart, because I know if we are buying, we are actually buying for the long time. So these are just some informations I just want to share. So let me know if you'll be implementing this strategy, or let me know if you've learned something new, so that you encourage me to do more tutorial videos like this that will help your trade. Your comment and your like is very, very important. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified to my posts and enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. And to head salutes. See you in the next one.